On the Democratic side, party divisions growing as Bernie Sanders is building momentum before next week's Kentucky showdown. Democratic insiders growing increasingly worried that even if Clinton does clinch the nomination, she won't be able to stop Trump. Fox News senior political correspondent Mike Emanuel with our report.
In North Dakota, which votes in June, Bernie Sanders told enthusiastic supporters he needs their help to pull off a shocking upset.
It is a very steep climb, but we have a chance to end up the Democratic nominating process with more pledged delegates than Secretary Clinton. Okay, so it's a steep road.
Pressure is building on Sanders to step aside. For example, California Democrat Senator Dianne Feinstein told reporters yesterday about Sanders and Clinton, quote, "It's actually harmful because she can't make that pivot the way she should, and Trump has made the pivot and is going at her." New York Democrat Congressman Steve Israel told the AP, quote, "I would just hope that he would understand that we need to begin consolidating our votes sooner rather than later." And today in Paterson, New Jersey, former President Bill Clinton slammed both Sanders and Donald Trump while praising his wife.
She's the only candidate left in the race, in the primary or the general, that's actually got a record of getting things done with members of the other party.
Hillary Clinton and Sanders are heading for a showdown in Kentucky. Clinton is due to return there on Sunday to drive African-American turnout after running ads and spending time there earlier this week. And Sanders is expected to launch a two-day swing through the bluegrass state ahead of Tuesday's primary, and then he's hoping to put pressure on party insiders.
If you want to make sure that we defeat Mr. Trump and we defeat him badly, we think our campaign is the shortest campaign to do that.
We will be talking to the superdelegates who have come on board Secretary Clinton even before I was in the campaign.
However, some Sanders staffers and volunteers appear to be working on a plan B if a political miracle doesn't happen. Politico was first to report on a draft document proposing to build an independent organization focused on defeating Trump. Quote, "Call it Revolution 2016 or another name that best speaks to base and message, and its focused task over the next 5 months might be to mobilize voters under 30, with likely positive impacts on Senate and congressional races." No surprise, a spokesman for the Sanders campaign insists the candidate expects to win more delegates and is still campaigning to win the nomination. He calls the draft plan totally irrelevant. Lou?
Mike, thank you very much. Mike Emanuel. Hillary Clinton's problems extend beyond the campaign to a new cash controversy involving her family's charitable foundation, according to a new report by the Wall Street Journal, which says the Clinton Global Initiative arranged for a $2 million grant to go to a private energy company owned by friends of Bill Clinton back in 2010. The Clinton Foundation recently under fire for accepting millions of dollars from foreign governments while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. The Clinton Global Initiative, in a response, claims many Clinton friends share the interest of CGI as opposed to a conflict of interest. $100 million from Persian state nations. Hillary Clinton not conflicted about email or fax security. She ignored both. Now we're learning she refused to use a secure phone as well. On one occasion, Clinton had trouble setting up a secure line. She emailed an aide, quote, "I give up. Call me on my home number." The revelations came from Judicial Watch, which is suing the State Department to release more documents related to Clinton's time as Obama's Secretary of State. The newly released documents also show Clinton deliberately used an unsecure home server despite being fully aware of the security risks. We're coming right back with much more.